Welcome back, Jayhawks. Excited for another week of interviews here with alums of our program. Today I'm joined by Jennifer Dominguez. She's a 2015 grad of our master's program. She's now the Associate Director of Compliance for the Big Ten Conference. So, Jen, maybe just start with what drew you to compliance and what are some of the favorite parts of your job?
I guess what initially drew me to compliance was I was interested in kind of like law and policy. My undergrad degree was in poli-sci, so I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with that, and ended up having a academic advisor back in undergrad suggest maybe compliance in the athletic world, and then just kind of learning about that and that having to do with all of the rules and regulations, interpretations and such for college athletics, and that just really interested me from the beginning.
So before you were in compliance, you had quite a journey as a student athlete. So started as a walk-on at Iowa State and then eventually became an All-American and the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. Maybe just walk us through what led you to walk on and to try out, and then what maybe you attribute your success to as a student athlete and how that's helped you now.
I think when I started out, I was missing soccer, I guess. I had just gone to Iowa State as just a regular student and was just definitely missing sport in general, since that had been obviously a huge part of my life. Decided maybe just to email the coach out of the blue one day, spring semester of my freshman year, and decided. She responded back and said, "Hey, yeah, we're kind of short a few bodies, so why don't you come on out and, just try out," not thinking anything of it. So that kind of what led me to like making the team. And then I think once I was on there, I was just so determined of just trying to not necessarily be the best player, but or anything like that. But I think just to make an impact, show that I was a valuable team member, and show that I could do things. And I think just like that journey of like starting, joining the team, and then just trying to slowly make an impact and do what I could to help the team be successful. I think that's helped just in my realm of compliance and like my journey and work, just because one, it teaches you how to obviously work with a lot of different people, working in a team setting, and then just your perseverance to just kind of do anything. I thought if I could make the soccer team, coming in completely out of shape, haven't played in months and things like that, I thought like, there's probably few little things that I probably couldn't do. And then just in a professional setting, I think that experience has helped with being relatable to student athletes, and just kind of obviously understanding what student athletes are going through and things like that. So in the compliance side, some more on the campus side of things, not so much on the conference side, but when you get to work with student athletes and them knowing that you had that experience or knowing that you were an athlete, that definitely has helps at understanding, help be relatable, and they kind of, I think, maybe respect you a little bit more and think that, oh, okay, she's been in my shoes, she kind of knows
Right.
she knows what I'm going through. This isn't just like her telling me one thing or the other. And in the compliance sense, she's not just telling me no because she's telling me no.
Yeah, sure. So kind of in that same realm, as somebody who played a college sport at a high level and has worked at some major universities and now at a conference, what's your view on student athlete compensation, and what do you think the future of that realm is, and especially from a compliance perspective?
I think from just like my opinion in it, I think from the beginning, I think college athletics has always been about opportunities and giving educational opportunities and opportunities to play on the next level. And I just think from my own experience, how playing college sports has opened up so many doors for myself. And I think that pay for play, just directly paying them for playing, not a huge fan of it, but I definitely think that in the realm of college athletics, like changes have to be made in order to allow flexibility and to allow students to just not necessarily profit off of their name, image, and likeness, but gain some things from that. And I think from a compliance standpoint, there's a lot of different issues. I think that boosters have always been a thing that, we always have to look at. Recruiting. Does this become a hot topic in recruiting? And is this how, coaches aren't recruiting, are boosters and, businesses that work with universities now doing recruiting, things like that? I think there's a lot of issues dealing with compliance that are hot topics to begin with in the first place, and really hard to monitor and really hard to make sure there's kind of equity across the board in terms of competitive advantage. And, I think this just throws another wrench into the plan.
Sure. Switching gears, what's one influential thing you've read, listened to, or watched lately?
I would say the podcast Laughter Permitted by
Okay.
Julie Faldy. She's been interviewing all sorts of women's figures in sport, and so that's just been kind of fun listening to their journeys. And then also, like the title says, Laughter Permitted, always some funny stories. And I think, especially for the last month, it's kind of been nice to have some sort of like positive listening to doing that. So some of my favorite, Billie Jean King, Tamika Catchings, and like Brianna Stewart. So all different types of female athletes she's had on there.
All right, we're going to end with 5 rapid fire questions.
Okay.
First one, growing up, when you were playing in the yard soccer, who were you envisioning yourself as?
I was Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, nice. When you get out of social distancing, what's the first place you want to go?
Ooh. I'm going to my favorite brewery in Chicago, Maplewood.
Great. What's one show that you watched on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon lately that you're embarrassed to admit you're watching?
Tiger King.
Tiger King, I think we're all. I haven't watched the new one yet. I don't know if it's any good. I saw it's hosted by Joel McHale.
Yeah, it was okay. It was not what I expected, but I still watched it.
Ebook, regular book, or audiobook?
Regular book.
And last one, what's the most memorable goal you scored in competition?
Memorable goal I scored was my sophomore year. I scored the game winner in double overtime against Texas Tech, my hometown team.
Your hometown, yeah, nice, very cool. All right, Jen, thanks a lot. Hope you're doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and rock chalk.
You too. Stay safe. Rock chalk.